Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Andrew Lalo, the president. Hey, it's so good to talk to you this week. Now, this week, actually, the webinar is extremely important. You know why? Because diet is one of the major items you gotta actually practice in order to control your pre-diabetic or diabetes. So make sure you don't get high blood sugar, so you get into lots of so-called diabetic complications or you get yourself converted from pre-diabetic to diabetes. So that is really the key. So this is extremely important. Diet is one thing. Remember now, besides diet, you also need to exercise, lower your weight, listen to our webinar, and also measure your blood sugar continuously so you know where you're at, and also measure your weight, and keep documenting what diet you're getting. And all these things has to be one system so you can able to control, work on, and understand where are you going and how good are you doing it. So today webinar, I think is so wonderful because we're going to compare three things. One is, wow, what is a, really low carb keto diet? That is really a strict keto diet. Now, on the hand, that's good and bad, and we can talk about today. On top of that, we're going to have a diet which much more easier to accomplish. It's called DASH diet, and on top of that, to help you lower your blood pressure, which majority of our diabetic patient or pre-diabetic will have. So this can be a good diet to actually throughout your life going to DASH. Or Mediterranean diet also can be a very good one. So this street diet, we're going to talk about it, and so you can select which one will really best for you. So today webinar is going to be a really eye-opener, and it's going to help you tremendously. So shall we start? And we start now, okay? So I think many of us from Facebook, from IG, I think this is going to be a really good one for everybody to get you understand what that is, and I think that will be wonderful. So I'm going to start now, and I want to ask Edwina, can you give me a 1 if you can on your Q&A so you can hear me, see the slide? It'll be wonderful. So what I'm choosing this diet discussion has a real reason because a lot of clients actually ask me, they say, wow, hey, what is keto diet? Can I really go for keto forever? And some people say, I don't understand what is a DASH diet. I don't understand that either. And a lot of people say, hey, I kind of heard a Mediterranean diet is really good. And should we continue Mediterranean diet? So all these questions from all my clients on my client list, they ask, and especially last couple lectures talk about diet is important. So I thought this diet is once and for all, you clarify what is a three diet can help you. Why would choose this? Now, keto might not be the real choice. Maybe it's DASH or maybe Mediterranean diet. So let's go with my presentation, and you at the end of the day decide which is better for you. And has to be for you, has to be personalized. And so this is really real good. So today we'll talk about why diet is so important for pre-diabetic and diabetic. And it's true. If you without diet, you're not going to be successful to be a pre-diabetic, and eventually, if you don't control your diet, you will switch to diabetes, and that's terrible. Don't walk on that. Don't go on that road. If you are diabetes, you want to make sure diet control so you can go back to pre-diabetic, and then eventually be really good in your blood sugar. A1C is lower than 6.4, all the way to 5.7. So all that diet has to be very important to you. So we're going to talk about what is a diabetic or pre-diabetic friendly diet, so you can able to stick to it and work on it and change your lifestyle. So we're going to look at keto diet, DASH diet, Mediterranean diet, and which diet is really best for you. Really, you have to decide. You have to look into it. What is that for you? And certainly low sugar tea, how it help? It helped tremendously. So continue drinking low sugar tea will help you to really lower your blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. At the end of the day, so we have a conclusion, and you have any question, you can definitely write to us. So this is our lecture today. I think this is going to be a really eye-opening for everybody, and it's really a good lecture. So you can understand what is the three diet, keto, DASH, and Mediterranean diet. So this is today. Now, I saw a lot of friends today, which I don't know their name, but they're here, but it's okay. They like to join us. We welcome you, and our lecture is free of charge. But no problem. I want you to catch up. to tell you how pre-diabetic become a diabetes, and let's go through all 4 stages. Everybody seems to go through this 4 stages. The first stage is your LDL, bad cholesterol, goes up. As time goes up, it damages the B cells, which is the insulin coming from the pancreas. The B cells will take sugar to the cells, but that B cell damage, so that in the result, your sugar is not going to the cells, so your sugar in the vessels will continue to build up. Now the problem is going to start, because what's going to happen is your cholesterol and the sugar mixed together, the blood becomes thick. And then net result, the plaque is going to form throughout the body vessels wall. Now you can quickly move to stage 2. You see all this plaque forming? So when the blood becomes thick, plaque start forming, and the entire body, that's including brain, heart, everywhere. It's long-term effect. It will be terrible, because this plaque will stay there. It's not going to move away. So continue all these years of the plaque building up. That's how you're stuck. And that's how your diabetic come into many, many different complications like stroke, heart attack, all that. Now, you don't do anything. The sad part is you have no symptom, no sign and symptom. You just have this plaque keep forming. Very quickly, if you don't do anything, you're going to start moving to stage 3, which is called pre-diabetic. Now, everywhere in the world, well, how to measure type 3 diabetic, your pre-diabetic, is by measuring your HbA1c, because everybody will have this hemoglobin. And the hemoglobin is how many percentage of sugar attached to the hemoglobin. If the hemoglobin you attach, the A1C is 5.7 and below, you are a normal person. If 5.7, your HbA1c is between 5.7 to 6.4, now you are pre-diabetic. Now, when you happen to see yourself pre-diabetic, doctor usually come to talk to you and say, hey, Mr. So-and-so, you are now pre-diabetic. Now, but on the end, we have no drugs for you, because of the fact that you've got to start changing your lifestyle, your diet control, your exercise, your weight, and also you have to measure your blood sugar, ensure that you are not continue to go up. If your A1C continue to go up, most likely by 2 to 3 years, you'll go down to stage 4, and you become a diabetic. Now, once you become stage 4 diabetic, I'm sorry, you can't go back to pre-diabetic. You will always mark in your record you are a diabetic, although your blood sugar might have improved all the way down to 6.4 and below, but your record will be still call you a diabetes. So you need to really work on this once you are pre-diabetic, and we're here to help you to make sure. Now, a lot of people say, hey, if I'm already diabetic, what's going to happen to me? Well, you're going to have all kind of complications if you don't do something to bring back the A1C back to 6.4 and below. So here we help you is, one, you're pre-diabetic, we help you to understand how to change your lifestyle, how to help you to continue lower your blood sugar, not go over 6.4. If you're 6.4 and up, it's okay. If you are even 10 and up, our A1C is still good, because we can still help you bring back to below 6.4. Where thousands of patients already happened to them, they already start doing the things that we taught them, and they are able to bring their A1C back to lower 6.4, 5.7 in that range, so they can be less medication, no insulin, and so forth. So we have been doing that, and a lot of patients is successful, but you need to work on it, because you gotta definitely have diet control, as we talk about. You have to do exercise, lower your weight, and then you can continue. Now this is continuous, and you continue to measure blood sugar, and then also your exercise, how much exercise step you do, all the recorded, that you can look at it and see your progression. So you will not get your A1C more than 6.4. That will be a very, very important mark that you have to do. Now, a lot of people, unfortunately, when they know your A1C is 6.3 and they don't do anything, they move to 6.4, so and above. So really, when you know you are pre-diabetic, it is so important to act now, to change lifestyle. But change your lifestyle take time. So we talk a lot about low sugar tea. What is that? Why do low sugar tea? Is not a drug. It's only really a tea. Inside there are 2 things: guava leaf, which bits that delay sugar going to a blood vessel, and then you have bitter melon, increases insulin sensitivity take back the sugar in the cell, so you have fuel, use up the sugar, blood sugar, and the good thing, the excess, uh, uh, blood sugar, and because increased sensitivity, so excess blood sugar, even the excess blood sugar, they will not reabsorb to the body. So dump out the excess sugar, dump out the LDL cholesterol, and also dump out the salt. When the salt dump down, and the blood pressure will come down. So you take it three high, your sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure, all three will come down. Now, when you have three high come down, you definitely will be much healthier, and you will have less problem of other issue, complication. So that's why low sugar is not a drug. It's only a food, as a drink, as a tea, and you drink, 3 to 6 times a day, 3 to 4 times a day, 6 to 8 cup of teas. You able to lower your three high. Now, we don't here just to tell you to drink tea, because that is only one portion. The most important, you have to really control your diet, and that's why this lecture come on. What diet will be good for you? You have low carb, low fat diet. We also have to get you to exercise. Exercise 8 to 10,000 steps. We teach you about exercise. Go to shopping mall every night, walk 1 hour, and you go your 8 to 10,000 steps. And also your BMI will have to control, and that will be based by diet and exercise. You got to get your BMI from 30 all the way to 23, and that's a continuous thing. It's not like I can do this now, later I can be no. You have to continue to do it. And you listen to a weekly webinar, and all these are free for you. I have thousands of people listening to this. Some of the webinar has 3 million people listening, but that's okay. We'll give it for you free, because that way you know, and you can empower yourself to able to have the knowledge to do it for you. And how nice is that? And also you have to measure your finger, your blood sugar, so you know where you are at. Is your blood sugar fasting, and after lunch, and after dinner, before lunch? So when you look at it, so you know exactly where you're at. So that is so important. And we help many people at A1C more than 10+% drop down to all the way to 5%. And that is our goal. And that's my life mission, to help everybody. So that will be wonderful. Okay, let's go to diet. So why diet is important? As you know, diet play a very important role to manage your pre-diabetic and diabetes, because you don't get a controlled diet, it influences your blood sugar level. And if you don't, your blood sugar level goes up high, and you have a big problem. Now, if your diet don't do well, you don't control, your weight is also go up. And then you basically, your weight go up, your blood sugar goes up. That will complicate your whole body. So you gotta eventually have potential complication will come on you. And then also you have to eat correctly to continue to regulate your blood glucose, your blood sugar, regulate your weight management, and then also make sure that all those are continuous, because remember, blood sugar go up high, your cholesterol go up high, mix together, your blood becomes thick. All this will start plugging up your whole body, and that will eventually go to your heart and go to your brain. So if you have plugged with the heart, then you're going to end up with heart disease. So all that will be all related to your diet control with your, if you're pre-diabetic diabetes, that's all that work together to make sure that you are really make sure you're in good control of your blood sugar. Now, if you don't do it, then you have a big problem, right? So really, at the end of the day, you have to control your blood sugar. That's very important, and diet is really can help you on that. You have to control your weight management. You know, where your BMI has to be lower than 30 to 23 if you can. And that take time. That won't happen right away. It won't take 2 months. You have to take maybe a year or 2 years. Doesn't matter. But as long as you continue to drive this weight down. And to be honest, the weight is really a tough stuff. You know why? Because including myself, I travel. I went to Hawaii. Oh, have a good time. And then when I came home, I said, oh my God, my weight went up to 8 pounds. Are you kidding me, man? Okay. So I have to take like 2, 3, 4 months to drop down to 8 pounds. Okay. So These are the kind of things that you really do not know until you go to travel and come back and say, wow, you feel so sorry because you ate a lot of stuff when you're traveling. So all that has to really control and weight. Now you have to really, with all these weight control, all the blood sugar control, and then you exercise, but all that what it does is reduce you the risk of heart complication and reduce the risk of your diabetic complication, because when you have lots of problem with blood sugar, it plugs up your heart, that you have heart disease, it plugs up brain, you have stroke, and then you damage your kidney because it keeps, all the big blood sugar cannot pass through it. Eventually, it's damage your kidney, and then you're gonna have a dialysis possibility, nerve damage. You don't have feeling anymore, and then all the other common diabetic complication will occur to you, and you don't want to be there. So you want to really control that, contain. You don't get this diabetic complication. That's why lower your three high becomes so important. And then with that, if you are pre-diabetic, you can also prevent yourself from pre-diabetic to type 2 diabetes. And that is so important. Now you can control with this diet, you definitely improve the a healthy heart, improve your insulin sensitivity, because you will not continue get your insulin keep pumping, and you cannot enough insulin and become insulin resistant. On top of that, you increase your energy level because you can use up your sugar. Your body will be, wow, so good, and you feel active, your mood is good, you better quality of life. So that's why diet is so important for you. Now let's look at what diabetic friendly diet, and let's get some principles. So I'm going to give you some principle, what kind of diet talking about, before we go to like DASH diet, keto diet, or vegetarian diet. Now, first of all, a friendly diabetic diet is really, you need vegetable, and that means that the vegetable is green leaf vegetable. Why vegetable then? Vegetable have rich of lots of antioxidant, you have a lot of fiber, you have vitamin, and then you fight oxidative stress and inflammatory. So really, vegetable is so important. One of the diet you use, any of these three diet, you gotta have the vegetable. So what is the best choice of vegetable then? Well, certainly green leaf vegetable is the best. Lettuce, cabbage, Brussels sprout, all these are very important vegetables. And link them, like for example, parsley, cilantro. Oh, those are good stuff, okay? And then you have tomato, broccoli, asparagus, cauliflower. Now, cauliflower is low carbs and it's wonderful. A lot of fiber too. You can make a soup out of it. You can eat just like that. So all these are very good choice of vegetable. So you have the whole grains, like for example, why you have to eat a whole grain, like fiber, because grain has a lot of fiber. You have a lot of vitamin B and a lot of minerals, and also promote gut health, because with all the grains, your bowel movement better, and also lower inflammation. The whole grain also have endosperm, the bran, remember bran, why people eat bran cereal, and that's all the good nutrition inside of that. And then you have also providing carb block backloading, meaning that you reduce the hyperglycemic index, meaning that when you eat that whole grain, actually it takes a long time to process, so the sugar doesn't spike, and so you continue to eat the bread and or whole grain. What happened is, you can still get your nutrients, but your sugar doesn't spike up. That is a key benefit why whole grain is important. Plus, the fiber is take long time to digest. That's help your gut health is so good. It's so important. Now, another best choice is you gotta have brown rice, oats, granola. All these are great important choice for a diabetic friendly diet. So you need to have all these things in there in part of your choice. Okay. Now, then you have rich omega-3. Now, why, baby omega? Because you know why, baby, they help them with a healthy nerve system. It really give you nutrients to help you on the nerve recovery, fatty acids such as EPA, DHA. Remember, baby need that. So that will help you on brain necessary nutrition to help your brain to work function better. and make sure that work well. And on top of that, it lower your blood pressure. It helps to also regulate your blood sugar. Now that is important, right? So omega-3 is so important as part of that diet because it has so many essential benefits that help you in blood pressure and also regular blood sugar, plus the brain nutrition for your brain, basic nervous system. So where's the omega-3 come from? Well, very important. Fish, very important. You can eat a lot of sardine, a lot of salmon, kidney bean, walnuts. All these are very big omega-3 source. Plus, you can use plant oil, except you don't want to use corn or sunflower oil. Those are not good for you. Uh, you can also use flaxseed, soybean, chia seed, spinach. All these have good omega-3 source. Okay, so now you have something very good. Now you have vegetable, your omega-3. So now you look for also low GI food. Now, what is low GI food? Because the food that doesn't give you spike sugar, low GI. So you want a food that low GI, so it doesn't spike your blood sugar. And that will help you better manage your blood sugar. You control your weight. If you have low GI all the time, it helps you lower the risk of heart disease, causing you to get your sugar go into your system, slowly absorb. So that is the key of low GI food. So what are low GI food? Where you find them? Basically whole grain like barley, quinoa, legumes, lentil, chickpeas, split peas, not starchy vegetable like broccoli, spinach, fruits like apple, berries, oats, also dairy food, low fat, unsweetened dairy food. And all these are good low GI food. On top of that, you need a high fiber food, okay? High fiber fruits. I'm talking about fruits, high fiber fruits. And that will definitely for diabetic patient person need to have that. And this is really the fruit, and basically is so important because these fruits is really adding more variety to your diet. On top of that, it's not necessarily all sugary, but naturally it helps you with all the good stuff that nutrition that you have, like high fiber, vitamin, and also low GI index that prevent any kind of neuropathy, meaning your nerve damage, for example. So some of the fruit will be like tropical fruits such as kiwi, orange, pomegranate, citric fruit. There's the sort of the tropical fruit section. The orchard fruit will be apple, apricot, pear, and peach. That is important. Apple is really, truly a good product, especially you can chop it up, add onto a salad, or make a salad so much better than we need dressing to help you on that. And berries such as cherry, blueberry, black and red currant. So those are good berries to help you. So net result, you can actually put berries on your salad, apple in a salad. So you make it, and you have all your salad will have greens, lettuce. So make your salad become so interesting and so natural. You don't need to really put dressing to help you out to eat that salad. Wow, that would be so wonderful. Because in your eyesight, this is a beautiful diet, with berries, apples, strawberry, all the good stuff add on together. You get additional flavor. That's really wonderful. Okay, let's talk about what is keto diet. Now, keto diet, the key here is low carb. Remember that keto is a low carb, but high fat diet typically consists of 50 grams of carbohydrates per day. It's very low because we typically take 150 to 200 carbohydrate, but this is 50 grams. Imagine that. So you promote ketos as you promote state of ketosis, which utilize fat as the primary energy source. Now, the important is you have low carbs. You don't use a carb for energy. Use fats as a primary energy source. That's a major difference. So keto eliminate most of the carb and then you will dramatically reduce the insulin spike because no carb, the insulin doesn't come out to spike and to able to bring the sugar to the cell. So you basically your blood sugar are very well controlled tremendously, and your weight loss is also can become very quick, and your body will basically very fast lower blood sugar and the weight will come down. Now, however, because of that, your appetite might be also suppressed because you now basically have low blood sugar, weight control is reduction, and then your insulin sensitivity is really good. It has improved, and your triglyceride are really substantially lower. Your risk factor of diabetic complication also will be lower. So all these things are good. However, it's kind of hard to continue on this diet. In short term, you can do it, but long term it's hard because 50 grams of carbs, you mentioned that. So because of the hard to implement over the long term, so you might possibility have some kind of nutrition deficiency, meaning that you don't take enough fruits, vegetable, whole grain, might lead to that the diet nutrition deficiency with less fiber, vitamin, and minerals. So the issue is you don't take enough of the nutrient because you have take only 50 grams of carbs, okay? And not net result, many of the people who use it for a long time and studies show that usually drop off. 30% will basically just drop off. They cannot go with continuous for a long period of time. And the risk of the keto become risk they call keto flu and also dehydrated, and then potential also your LDL cholesterol might goes up because you have all the fat intake, and also it's straining your kidney, liver, particularly individual who are diabetic nephropathy, meaning your kidney already have some damage. So when you do this for a long time, it's kind of hard to maintain. Plus, the doctor really have to work with you and check, make sure you don't continue because of damage your kidney. And on top of that, you also are at risk of hypoglycemia because you don't take a lot of carbs and your blood sugar really become much lower all the time. So the low blood sugar symptom might occur. So you really have to well manage this. If not, you might have keto acidosis, meaning your body start breaking down the fat to maintain your your blood sugar. So net result, you might even end up DKA, which is really dangerous, life threatening. So when you do keto diet, you really have to understand what to do. Yes, it's a quick glycemic control. You can lower your blood sugar real quick, lower your weight real quick. But can you maintain for a long time? You have to check. And on top of that, you might have to get doctor to help you. So the next diet will be a DASH diet. Now, DASH diet actually is a pretty good continuous diet. You can continue to work on it. And one thing good DASH diet is actually help you to decrease the chances of high blood pressure. Okay, so you can able to actually use that to stop hypertension, high blood pressure. And so you can do this continuously, especially you are diabetic. Many of the diabetic does have high blood pressure, meaning your blood pressure go up more than 130, go 140, 150. DASH diet may be a good choice for you. Now, key feature for that is you have a lot of fruit, vegetable, which contain high vitamin, minerals, fiber, and then you serve yourself 3 to 4 times a day. You know, you basically eat all salad. You can tell yourself, okay? Then certainly you get whole grain. You have brown rice, whole wheat, oats. Again, you can serve that all day, and then you take low-fat dairy, skim milk, low-fat yogurt. All those are low-fat milk. And you have lean protein, which means you take fish, poultry, bean, nuts, not steak, no steak, but all fish and poultry and beans, okay? Then your healthy fat, you cook with olive oil, avocado, and eat a lot of nuts, seeds, and income. And all that is really the key of DASH diet. Now, this is so really, I would suggest this diet can maintain a long term because later I will show you a chart how that being done and what can you do. So you can go this diet for a long term and does definitely help to lower your blood pressure. Now I'm on DASH diet for a while, and DASH diet can actually lower my blood pressure to 120. Really give me 120 from higher than 130, go back to 120, and then my systolic will be under 80. It's really good. And on top of that, I enjoy my fruit, vegetable, my whole grain, my low fat dairy. I can maintain this for a long time, and my weight also go down. Okay, but it's not going to go down fast, but it'll go down slowly, slowly, slowly. So these are very good diet to help you. The pros is one, you lower your blood pressure, you reduce all the heart potential heart disease because you basically the blood pressure lower, you do it as 120 and lower, not even 130, 120 lower, and you reduce inflammation. It help you prevent all the arterial plaque build up because you now eat a lot of fruits and it's really not getting all the fats build up in your vessels. And on top of that, you really lower your cholesterol. Your bad LDL cholesterol will be decreased. And with that decrease, you lower chance of heart attack, okay? And you have all these fibers, micronutrients that support all the health, and then you can also lower your weight. On top of that, American Heart Association or Diabetic Association all endorse this this DASH diet. So it's really a diet that they said, yeah, you should do this if you have diabetes, okay? So it's a real good diet. Now, uh, really, the question is, well, can I really maintain all this? Give me manage my better blood pressure and cholesterol. Well, the pros is really that DASH diet is less restricted because it's easy for you to maintain long term and help you to reverse pre-diabetic diabetes. Now, for example, if you are now pre-diabetic, it really, if you continue a DASH diet, it will get you diabetic back to 5.7 and below. If you have diabetes, type 2 diabetic, you can actually have a chance to even go back down to 6.4 and below and all the way to 5.7. I saw a lot of these people do that and they have that success result, but they stick to it. And also diets definitely reduce the high blood sugar, or they also give you overall blood sugar regulations because you are now taking all these diet food is become lower your blood sugar all the time. And then you also have low sodium intake, so help you decrease the consumption of less than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day. So your blood pressure definitely will come down. And diets actually DASH diet also rich of nutrition like lot of nutrient, good nutrient, which will give you low blood pressure, low potassium, calcium, magnesium, all these will give you really good fiber, but important is lower your blood pressure and work well for type 1 or type 2 diabetes also. So it is really an overall a good diet for you for people who are diabetes, want to do something I can maintain for long term. That definitely will help you to give you because there's all basically a lot of vegetable, and that vegetable will lower your blood pressure, give you a lot of potassium, calcium, magnesium, protein, fibers, all that will give it to you. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, that is one choice. Now, only thing you have is you might have to control your carb moderation a little bit in case you need to have not enough carbs or lower your carbs. So it's really depend. But it is very flexible. It's a real diet. You have a lot of whole food, less restricted than keto, easy to follow. So, and also you can really address your blood sugar issue, and you can easily fine tune the carb intake. I can tell you that's only one item you can control back and forth. And it's easy and it's delicious, it's good. And I would be on DASH for a while, it works, and my blood pressure actually come down. Now, DASH diet is also lower inflammation because with a lot of vegetable, it makes you help you to lower inflammation. So net result of that, you protect your heart and blood pressure from damaging. Also, you reduce the carb. Actually, also you eat a lot of nuts and seed avocado, which is stabilize your blood sugar and not boost. And you can, because of that, you also boost energy because the blood sugar lower, get actually sugar into the cell, can use it. And so it can be a long-term approach of diabetic nutrition. Make it easy to graduate to adapt to it, and you can get it. So net result, you can be very easy. You can make like dash diet sample will be oatmeal and berries, turkey sandwich. So all vegetable, brown rice, spinach salad, all these are good stuff. And you can able to do tuna salmon, avocado toast. All that will be considered dash diet and be easy for you. Now, another diet that a lot of people wondering, hey, how about Mediterranean diet? Yes, a Mediterranean is very good. It's anti-inflammatory based on the eating habit of all Mediterranean, country and Greek salad, all that good stuff is all Mediterranean. But their really major features are plant-based. They mainly come from fruits, vegetable, whole grain, beans, nuts, legumes, seed. The healthy fat use olive oil cooking, avocado, nuts. The lean protein, they eat a lot of fish, poultry instead of red meat. No steak, red meat, just poultry and fish. And then you have moderate diet eggs. The pros of that is definitely reduce inflammation, rich in vitamin, minerals, antioxidant, lower bad cholesterol, healthy fat, improve your heart health, support your heart function because a lot of omega-3 due to the fatty fish you eat like salmon, sardine, which decrease heart disease. Also, it reduces the risk of diabetic complication because of the fact that you now eat mainly vegetable and good lean protein. And you also can help you to weight management, which is really important part of the diabetic management. Lower your weight. So net result, because all these things, your insulin sensitivity will be improved. It's not increase your insulin sensitivity. It make easier to control your blood sugar. And that's why Mediterranean diet is highly recommended for a lot of people in the diabetic area, because at the end of the day, your A1C will definitely do good. It's going to improve below 6.4 all the way down to 5.7. It can be very fast to go with A1C, and your fasting sugar will be good. Also, it's flexible, long term. They help you manage blood sugar levels real well, avoiding spiking blood sugar, and including even you eat slightly sugar sweet or whatever, you can basically balance it. It's very easy to do. Only thing is your carb portion control. Again, you have to manage, and weight loss will be slower than keto, but it's okay as long as you continue lowering the weight loss. The benefit here is majority of people going Mediterranean diets is have less heart attack, less stroke, and also other heart related issue or diabetic complicated issue. And the food is really give you healthy fat, and also is a very good diet for long term, especially for your heart. So that result, now I'm going to cover this in a sense of 3 diet in front of you. You can see now you should take a picture of this, because this will be a good adjustment you can look at. You take a picture, I'll stay here for a little bit. So really at the end of the day, you can see keto, very low carb, but DASH and Mediterranean is moderate. Heart health, excellent for both the DASH and Mediterranean diet. Sustainability, unfortunately, keto is hard to sustain, but DASH and Mediterranean diet is very high. And now you might able to switch back and forth. DASH Mediterranean diet is okay too. But in the sense that it's really good, you can either stick on this or mix, it's okay. But keto is going to be tough. Weight loss, definitely keto is fast, and DASH Mediterranean diet is moderate. Now, scientific support really strong in Mediterranean diet. So a lot of people go Mediterranean diet is good. It's a lot of good variety, a lot of website. You have all kind of recipe you can follow. It's so easy to use, and really good is your glycemic control is excellent for certainly keto is very good, but it's only short term, but it's good for both Mediterranean good DASH and Mediterranean diet. So you should look at it carefully. So really at the end of the day, when you're pre-diabetic, really at the end of the day, is so important to choose which is really good for you. Now, certain Mediterranean diet is good because good glycemic index, control, improve heart health, sustain it for a long time, and basically both diabetic cardiac, American Cardiac Association all say this is good for DASH diet, especially you have hypertension. Now, type 2, for sure, you have type 2 diabetes, you can start off with keto, but really, it's really hard to control for go for long term. Like, for example, you are very obese, maybe, yes, you got to go keto first, and then eventually you can move to Mediterranean diet for long term maintenance, or DASH diet for that matter. And type 1, basically, Mediterranean diet is often preferred as a flexible diet for you, so you might want to consider that. So at the end of the day, really, also don't forget low sugar tea. Low sugar tea definitely help you on blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure. You gotta drink low sugar. And there's two things in there. It's not a drugs. It's a food. It's actually guava leaves, bit, and bitter melon, which basically help you to control your blood sugar, high blood pressure, and lower your bad cholesterol. So basically, you have these three, your three high are being resolved, as that's important. So in conclusion, so manage your blood sugar require just it's not just avoiding blood sugar. I'm sorry. The managed blood sugar are not just requiring just avoiding eating sugar, but really an overall diet significantly really impact your insulin function, weight control, cholesterol, blood pressure. So in other words, in order for you to control your blood sugar, you have to control the sugar diet, whatever diet that you have to lower your blood sugar, the cholesterol, and also you have to maintain your weight, and then to help you also maintain a better blood pressure. So really the three high become very important. So the best diet for you, you really have to understand what is the best diet for a lifestyle that is really help you to control blood sugar level, making you feel better, and you can able to follow through. That is the most important, because now you are the one who control all that. So keto diet maybe is good because you can reduce very quick with small amount of carbohydrate. You eat one every day. It will give you very low potential insulin spike. On top of that, you can weight loss very fast because that is keto. But on the other hand, it's very hard for you to maintain long time. That diet is a little more flexible, but it really definitely help you to hypertension, lower your blood pressure. That is the key on that diet, lower high blood pressure. Plus, you can continue to get a lot of new good nutrition support, blood sugar control, especially those high blood pressure. You can able to have that diet to help you high blood pressure and plus lower sugar. Mediterranean diet is an overall long study. Definitely will help you to lower blood sugar, cholesterol, and your certainly your three high, but it definitely give you a total healthy, balanced diet. And a lot of people can continue to maintain throughout the lifestyle of a Mediterranean diet, and that is definitely be a good long term diet for you to maintain. So DASH and Mediterranean diet is very good, I think. So the diet choices really depends on your health situation, what's your preference. Really, no one size fit all. It has to be you personal. So, but on the other hand, the important is you have to be consistent. You have to stay on Mediterranean diet or DASH diet, whatever, long term to do that. So this, if you can able to long term doing that, man, your health will be real good, because the key is your three high taken care of, meaning your blood sugar taken care of, your cholesterol, LDL, bad cholesterol taken out, and also your blood pressure. So really depend on you which diet the best. So you can really able to understand now you have three diets to choose from. And really at the end of the day, well, if you are pre-diabetic, I need to reverse my pre-diabetic to normal. So blood sugar can be really one item that you would look at. And a lot of times, a lot of these people with high blood pressure, so maybe DASH diet will be good. Now, you really overweight, tremendous obese, maybe in the start of keto diet, and then eventually move to DASH or Mediterranean diet. And at the end of the day, ultimately, you have to make sure your blood sugar are well controlled, your cholesterol well controlled, your blood pressure well controlled, your three high. And you can manage your diabetic or your pre-diabetic effectively. Hopefully, you can convert yourself from pre-diabetic to normal person, and diabetes get able to change that also. So if you have any question, write to me, Andy, ANDY at WAHFONG.com, Andy, ANDY at WAHFONG.com, or WhatsApp us, area code 852-6792-8891, WhatsApp us, okay? So net result, you have any question, I have a lot of them. That's why a lot of people also suggest what topic they want to hear more, so we can actually help you to understand better, and you have the knowledge to able to manage your health. So again, thank you very much for a busy weekend. I really appreciate you participate, and I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the webinar to help you to better understand what is the diabetic and what is the 3 diet, keto dash and Mediterranean diet. So you can able, if you're pre-diabetic, you can able use diet control to definitely to convert yourself not to be a diabetes, but get back to a normal person. If you're diabetes, we can help you to convert yourself back to pre-diabetic stage, or even at the normal 5.7 A1C. So you need to act and do it. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time to participate. I thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend and to be healthy and practice on your dieting. Goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice week.